What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Flyp Flipper live channel with your host, me, Paul, the Flyp Flipper. If you guys are new here, I am a full-time reseller. I am currently living in the Philadelphia area. I am moving to Florida in a couple of months, but I'll still be called the Flyp Flipper. I know it's confusing, but you guys can follow along. And what we do on this channel is we go live from time to time. We have some fun going live, and also I come to you guys at least twice a week here in my warehouse where we pull orders, talk to you guys about what's sold, what is selling now, give you my little tips and tricks on how to succeed and have a six-figure reselling business like myself. So hopefully that kind of explains to you what is going on here. So every single Sunday I come to you guys and I share with you guys about the sales and what happened. As you guys see, we have quite a bit of stuff already packed. That was all my Whatnot sales from yesterday. I had a pop-up Whatnot show yesterday. A lot of you guys came to support. Thank you so much for that. I'm actually recording this a little earlier than usual on Sunday because my buddy Kayla's going live on Whatnot tonight, and I want to go and show her some support as well. Also, quick little plug before we get into it. If you guys want, I have a super link now for Whatnot, what gives you $15 instead of the $10. You guys get $15 of free Whatnot credits. If you want to sign up for Whatnot, then use that. The link to it is down below. Anyways, enough of that. Let's get started with the order. So remember last week, you guys watched last week's episode, we were on a Black Friday weekend sale, had like 108, 109 sales. And I told you guys that I am no longer listing any new items. Only thing I'm doing now is ending and relisting, or ending and deleting stuff that I had in my store for over 6 months, over a year, over 2 years even on some of the items, and seeing why they're not selling, and seeing if they are a good sellable item. Then I change the title, I change the pictures, I change the price, put it back up and hope it sells. And if it's a bad item that shouldn't have been listed in the first place, I just take it down and I donate it. That's kind of what I'm doing now, and I told you guys because of that I think my sales are going to suffer a little bit. But like I said, I had a goal to move to Florida. I had a big number in mind for that goal. I already overachieved that goal. So whatever sales I get now, as long as it's enough to pay my bills and pay for the warehouse and pay for my workers before I move, I am okay with that. Obviously, I would love to get more and save more as well, but as of now, we're doing pretty good. And my sales have dropped a little bit this week. This weekend, I have about 70 sales going out the door. That's less than we had last Sunday. We had like 109. We had 104 the week before. So it is less, but still 70 sales. I can't complain about 70 sales. Very happy with stuff going out the door. And as you will see, some of the stuff that's sold is pretty good value, especially that's sold on other platforms. So I'm going to continue to cross-post, I'm going to continue to do what I do. And as long as stuff is moving, we're out of here. It's been 4 minutes and I haven't pulled one thing yet. We're going great. We're going to start with the sales on the other platforms. We're going to start with Mercari first. Mercari is becoming quickly like a little side bay for me. Like eBay is main bay, like there's no doubt about it. Mercari is like always like, hey Paul, don't forget about us over here. We're pretty good as well. So first thing I saw on Mercari was this huge Sonic the Hedgehog. And I'm cool with Mercari stuff selling because I think it's like 11% fees on Mercari and 5% on Facebook, which is the best. So let's say with the way I promote, it's about 20% on eBay and 20% on Poshmark for fees. So if I were to sell anything, I would love to sell it on Facebook first, then Mercari, then eBay and Poshmark. But anyways, this Sonic guy sold. He's a huge Sonic the Hedgehog. I paid $5 for him at the 127 yard sale with Kayla. We actually went to the sale. They had some very overpriced items, but we saw that Sonic there and we comped him in the car. She was like, hey, he sells for like 30 bucks. If you want to go get him for $5, I think it's worth. And I got him for $5. Took a couple months to sell, but somebody sent me an offer today for $25 on them, and I said yes. So $5 and $25 for a piece of plush. I am very happy with that. All right, well, guess we're gonna give you guys one of the biggest sales right away. This might be the biggest sale of the weekend, and it's gonna be the second sale I'll pull. So yay for that. I need some time to clear these things up. Oh, this sold too, which they haven't paid yet for. I sold the pool cue, guys. Hopefully they pay today, so maybe we'll talk about it later. But if not, hopefully they pay tomorrow for it. A pool cue sold for $170. A pool cue, my first ever pool cue that sold online. And it's a big one. I am moving these things not just for fun, not just because I need exercise. I am moving them because I sold a bag. I'm gonna have to move them again because I sold another bag. Kind of run out of bags here. So I sold this bag right here. This is a Coca-Cola Callaway golf bag. I got it at a yard sale in New Jersey. I know I paid up for it. Just the question is, I don't remember how much I paid up. I think I paid 40 bucks for it. Don't quote me that, but I'm pretty sure I paid $40 for this because I comped it and I saw that it sells pretty good. And I listed mine as pretty much new condition because you see the wrapping still on them. Nothing has been touched in this bag. It's pristine. I think it's probably going as a Christmas gift if I were to guess. That's my guess, is based on the messages I shared with the guy on Mercari. And it sold for $240. It took about, I would say, 40 or so days to sell. But 40 into 240, in 40 days, I will definitely take it. And because Mercari counts the fees right away, I can actually tell you how much I'm making on it. Okay, so it says item price 200, 240. Selling fee is $24. Processing fee is $7. So I am making $208 on it, minus the $40 that I spent. So it's a $168 profit on one item. That is kind of where we want to be, right? 168 profit on the one item. We will definitely take that. And golf bags, people are always intimidated by golf bags. So I go, that's a huge item. I don't want to deal with it. I used to go to U-Haul and buy those boxes from U-Haul for the golf bags. But U-Haul kept raising the prices on those boxes. So I buy them now at Amazon. They're like 15 by 15 by 36, I think, is the size of those boxes. 16 by 16 by 36. This is what they look like right here. 16 by 16 by 36. And here's one that's pretty much almost built. This is the box that I'm going to be using for it. And all you have to do is just build the box, put the bag in it, and you're good to go. I think that's going to take me less than like 5 minutes to pack and ship. And it's going to be a huge profit. And another reason why I think it's sold on Mercari is because shipping on Mercari is absolutely ridiculous on how cheap it is. They give you like fixed rates, and up to 15 pounds, I think the rate is like $16, something like that. So which is super cheap. I was charging like $40 shipping on it on eBay. So it makes sense why it's sold on Mercari. But yeah, that golf bag right there sold. All right, 9 minutes in, and we did 2 sales. Absolutely crushing it. All right, next is the t-shirt. It's going to be fast. I don't talk about t-shirts. So the Phillies t-shirt on Mercari as well. That's already pulled over there. Then we sold some Le Creuset items. These actually sold very fast. So a couple weeks ago, I sold 4 of these on eBay. Probably been over a month ago now. And unfortunately, 2 of them damaged. 2 of them were damaged during transit. I offered the lady that bought them from me half off for her purchase, and she said, no, I don't want 2, I'm just going to send them back and give me a full refund. She sent them back to me this week. I think I got them on Friday. And I got them on Friday, so I gave her a refund for them, listed 2 of them on Friday on all the platforms, and they sold on Friday on Mercari for 40 bucks. So I think I sold them for 70 total. And I'm going to try to get a claim with UPS for breaking my items to pay for the other, to pay the other 30 that I should have got for them. But I'm glad that these 2 sold again. And now fingers crossed that these won't break in transit because they're going with UPS again. All right, and then we sold a tea. We sold some tea. Guys like tea, people love tea, people love to share the tea online. Well, I sold some tea, guys. Here's where it is. Bentley's Finest Teas. It's a brand new item, still sealed inside. When you look at it, it doesn't look very impressive, right? Okay, cool. Some tea and box, sure, cool. We just sell it for 10 bucks, Paul, right? Some of you guys are thinking that, wow, very impressive tea sale, Paul, $10. But no, it's actually very impressive. Sold for 50 bucks. I was kind of shocked. I got it in a big bundle at the auction house, so I paid like 6 bucks for it. And that was part of it. So there's more than 10 items. So I made it like 60 cents, 70 cents per item. And it sold for 50 bucks on Mercari. It sold in about 3 weeks. So there's Mercari for you. 40, 15, 50, 240, and 25. Pretty good for Mercari. So I'm saying it's become a little side bay. On Facebook, we sold 4 items. One of them got picked up earlier today. I sold a 5-quart. It used to be right here. A 5-quart cast iron pan thing, like cooking pot thing. I think I paid $5 for it recently. Paid $5 for it at the Phoenixville Sunday sale, where I got the burger I sold last week and those fry boots there. I think I paid $5 for it there, for $35 locally. And then I sold also on Facebook this KitchenAid food grinder. I think this I paid $2 or $3 for at a yard sale in Jersey with Jess. It was one of the last yard sales of the day, and I got this there, and I got a Billy Mouth Bass. The Billy Mouth Bass thing sold last week on Mercari, and then this thing sold on Facebook for $35. I think I paid $1 or $2 for it. I don't remember because I haven't gotten to editing the video yet, so I'm not sure what it sold for. Speaking of editing videos, my schedule used to be Tuesday and Thursday on this channel, Monday, Wednesday, Friday on my main channel. But I am quickly realizing that that's going to be kind of hard to keep up with based on how Q4 is going, how I have this very ambitious goal of getting my listings done, how I have to start packing to Florida. So I am decreasing my videos on the other channel to Monday and Thursday now. I talked about that in the last video on that channel, but if you guys aren't aware, Monday and Thursday for that channel, Tuesday and Friday now for this channel. So that's the new schedule. I sold this Rock Band microphone on Facebook for $15. My fancy notification is going off. I know I have what's his face? The guy for the Raiders. Adams, Devontae Adams playing, and he's absolutely frying right now. And then I sold a West Clocks Looney Tunes clock on Facebook as well for $15. So yeah, talk about the ambitious goal. I talked about this last week on here as well, that when I was beginning of November, I almost had 8,000 listings on eBay. Huge number, I know. Here's the clock that sold on Facebook. Got this in an auction house. I paid $20 for this and a Raggedy Ann clock. So technically, I paid $10 each for the clocks, but I was mainly just buying. But I mainly was just bidding on the Raggedy Ann clock because I sold the same clock before for $120, and I sold the same clock again for $120. So I only wanted that clock. So this I count as a throw-in, so I count it as 0 because I was only bidding on the other clock. And this thing sold for $15 on Facebook. It took about 6 months to sell, but again, it was a throw-in. It was something I didn't really care about because I only wanted the Raggedy Ann. So yeah, I have some listings. Here's some red zone for you guys. Here's my editing right here. So I was last Sunday at 68.96. So we went from about almost 8,000 listings in November to last week, which is 11/27, to 68.96. Had a huge drop in listings in a month because I was selling so much, and I was still listing as well, but we still dropped quite a bit of listings. As we stand today, I am at 65.63. So this week alone, we dropped our listings by 300 plus, 333, something like that. And now this week I didn't list anything new, but we did do a lot of I did a lot of ending and listing old items that I had in my store that weren't moving, that had terrible pictures, had bad titles. We did a lot of those, and because of that, a lot of them were dropped. We're continuing to have pretty good sales, so that helps a lot with the dropping. And so again, my goal now is, my goal before was to have 5,000 listings or less before I move. Now my goal is 4,000, maybe even 3,000. It's gonna be so much easier to pack 3,000 items than 5,000 items, you know what I mean? So that's kind of, so I'm gonna give you guys an update every single week on my listing total. hoping it continues to drop and drop and drop and drop. And if we get to less than 3,000, I'm going to be okay with that too, because I know that every single listing that's remaining on my eBay is going to be a good listing that will eventually sell. All right, so that's it for Facebook. Now we have Poshmark. On Poshmark, I sold one of my old listings. Kind of surprised that sold on there. I sold some jeans. Ashley Stewart jeans, size 18. Pretty bad listing, bad pictures and all that, but it sold on Poshmark for 22 bucks, so I'm not going to complain. And then we also sold on Poshmark this girl right here, Magenta, the Rocky Horror Picture Show. She sold for $30. It's a loose Funko. She's right here. She's a loose, right? It's not in a box, but she's pretty rare, so she had some good value. I bought her, and I bought Van Gogh over here at a Jersey yard sale. I think I paid $2 each for them. So she finally sold. I got 30 bucks for her, and then he is still listed right now. This is next to my Death Pile support pig. Dave's pig is here because I don't have a Death Pile to put him on, so he is supporting my ducks. They're in a row, and he's supporting them right now. But yeah, this girl right here sold on Posh. Kind of shocked she sold on Posh, of all places, because it's very light. It's probably 4 ounces. It probably would have cost about $4 to ship that on eBay. Posh is a very fixed, like shipping site. So I think it's like $8 regardless of what you buy on Poshmark, what you pay for shipping. Doesn't matter if you buy this or you buy like 5-pound boots. You only pay $8. So Poshmark is usually good for like boots and jackets and all those heavy items. But this thing's sold on there too. So I guess don't be afraid to list small items on Poshmark. People still buy those as well. So there you go. We have now finished all of the other platforms. Now time for the main bay, the eBay. Let's go there. I sold, first thing, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 disc only game. You guys see this all the time. Probably every single weekend I sell these because I had so many of these Modern Warfare 3 games. This is the last one. Final one to sell. Got $3 for it. It's what I've been getting for all of them. This came from the big auction house buy where I got 200 plus games for $60. A lot of them were good games. Some of them were trash like that, but I listed all of them. It took me about a week to list all of them, and they all now sold. Hey! You're probably like, what the heck are you so excited about? I'm so excited because I just talked to you guys about this a couple minutes ago. The Viking Q sold and paid for. It is not paid for. I'm gonna grab it right now. I got this at the 127 yard sale with Kayla and John, and the reason why I looked it up because I was intrigued because they were asking $25 for it. And I was like, who the heck asks $25 for a pool cue? It must be good. I looked it up, sold that some of the Vikings ones sell for a lot, like $300-400. Some of them sell for $100 plus. So I paid $25, not knowing what I had. Listed it for $200. The guy that both of them messaged me saying, hey, the tip might need to be replaced, so can you do 180? I said, I can do 180 in a heartbeat. I didn't say that. I said yes, but I meant in my heart, I was like, oh yes, I can do 180 in a heartbeat because I only paid $25 for it. Took his offer like at 10 a.m. this morning. It is 7 p.m. now. Took him 9 hours to pay, but he paid. So here we go. That's a good sale right there. Love me those. Love me those sales. All right. J. Crew will be code. Like I said, I don't talk about clothes that often. Since we're here, I'll show you guys what sold this weekend. Pretty slow weekend for clothes sales. This table is usually full of them. We're about halfway full, but we had some good sales. Here's the Ashley Stewart jeans. Here's the Philly shirt that sold on Mercari. These are CPO men's provision jeans. These are for like 30 bucks. That's pretty good. This blue jacket sold like in an hour for like 30 bucks as well. That's pretty good. And then this is the peacoat that's sold over here for $20. A J. Crew large peacoat. The reason why I'm bringing it up is because it's to a repeat buyer. And I'm pretty sure that she is a viewer because I remember that name quite a bit. So Marianne from Maine, Windham, Maine. Thank you so much for your purchase. probably pretty cold in Maine right now, so I can see why you need a wool Pico. Thank you so much for your purchase. Next, we're going to bin I. We sold a clip-on clamp multimeter. So I got these at the auction house. I bought a bunch of them there. I paid $2 for like 10 of these. And the reason why I bought these is because I sold multimeters in the past and I got some pretty good money for them. Figured, hey, multimeters are good, so this is going to be a great buy. But realized with multimeters, the brand of it, the brand of it determines the value. So not every multimeter is equal. This brand kind of sucks. I'm not gonna lie. This is a Minhao brand. It's kind of those like one of those like Alibaba brands, Wish.com kind of brands. Not good. But they sell for $5 each. That's what that sold for. I think I only have like 1 or 2 of those left. So they sold pretty fast, but for $5 each, not really good. I don't really want to be something for $5. That's kind of my goal. Kind of the point of that story. All right, we'll be back to moving some clubs now. We're back to shuffling more clubs because I'm talking about the other bag that sold. So it's like freezing outside, right? It's December. You don't think about really golfing in December, but that's kind of the beauty about having eBay and all these other things, is that it's not cold everywhere. And this is actually going to Florida, so I understand why they're buying it now. I know the weather is wonderful in Florida. I talked to Dave yesterday, NC Picker, who should be Florida Picker. I'm not going to judge because I'm not changing my name either. But he went to a bunch of yard sales yesterday. And he said he went to like 50 yard sales in Florida, which made me really jealous because it was like 30 degrees yesterday here. We had no yard sales. He went to like 50. So I can't wait next year to be like him and go to all those yard sales. All right. Anyways, I'm carrying this bag. This is a Cleveland Golf bag. This thing is super sick. Cleveland Golf is what it looks like. I love the colors. I love the shape. The Cleveland just pops at you. It's a 6-slot bag. This was a 7-slot bag. Really cool bag. I got this at a private pick. Same pick as I got the Ray-Bans and all those other things, where I paid $500 for a bunch of stuff. And I already have thousands of profit, thousands of dollars in profit, and that bag right there sold for $125. I think the lowest I ever sold a golf bag was $50, I think. Those are some not like good golf bags. Usually you can get 100 plus for them, and people don't usually ask more than 20 for them. Again, that Coca-Cola one was brand new. People were asking a lot more for it, but I think I bought. The day I got the Coke bag, I think I bought like 4 or 5 other bags that same day. So I killed it on the golf bags. Anyways, here we have some figure skates. I got them at one of the townwide sales in Lancaster, where I was shopping with a bunch of Amish or Mennonites, or a combination of both. I got them at my first sale of the day. I also got a Cuisinart juicer there. Got some like vintage Disney shirts there, and I got that. And they went to $1. I was already like ready to check out, but I sold them while I was waiting in line. And I think, and I was like, and I saw like $1 price. I was like, you sell like skates for $1? He goes, yeah. I was like, hey, I'll take those too. They sold for $30, so happy I took them. All right, next I sold this VeggieTales ornament. I got this last week at Death Pile Picker. Mike, so Whatnot auction. I went to his Hallmark auction. He was doing like winner's choice Hallmark ornaments. I think I paid that. I think I got that for $3. Sold for 10 plus shipping. Again, the ROI on Whatnot isn't going to be the best, but it's cool because you can go and support your friends, and you can still also make money. So I'm happy I got that. Then we sold some Mainstay water bottles. To be honest, I don't know what I was doing thinking listing these, but I did. I guess I'm glad I listed them because they all sold. I got these in a storage unit. They were brand new. Mainstays is a Walmart brand, right? So not really good for resale, but I was like, hey, I have so many here, maybe somebody wants them, you know? So I had 5. I listed all 5 for like $15. Somebody sent an offer for 10, and I said yes. So now most of the time people send you an offer for 10. When 15 you might say, whoa, that's like 32% off. That's a big sale. I don't know if I want to accept it or not. You know, people might count, people might reject. But for me, for something like that, as long as I'm in the profit, I'm gonna say yes to. Because you know, how often is somebody looking for mainstays, refillable water bottles on eBay? I would say very rarely, right? Very rarely is somebody looking for that really weird, unique, not a good resellable item, right? So the fact that somebody did look at it and saw mine and wanted to buy mine, as long as I'm in the profit, I'm saying yes and I'm letting it go. That's kind of my mentality on it. I got in a storage unit that I think I paid 30 bucks for, that I already have so much profit in. So I said yes right away. And I think it should be kind of our mentality too with these offers. A lot of times we're so upset when somebody lowballs us and does this, and we take it personally for some reason. And I'm thinking about like, why did we do that? Like, why do we get so upset about somebody sending us a low offer? Why are we so emotional about it? And I started thinking about it a little more. So now whenever I get an offer on an item, let's say like it's on like an American Eagle top, right? How many American Eagle tops are there in the eBay store? I'm guessing tens of thousands, if not more. So out of these tens of thousands of American Eagle tops, somebody found mine and is interested in buying it. Let's say I had listed for $14 and they offer me $8, right? Most of the time people are gonna say, whoa, that's a terrible offer, you counter. I am saying yes. I am saying yes to that top because I probably got it from a storage unit, which means I have, again, pennies into it. I am so happy to get $8 for something that I got pennies for. Again, that is my mentality. As long as I'm making profit on an item that is slow seller, I am happy to move it. Maybe it's not everybody's mentality, but that's how I think, and it's been working for me, and it's definitely been working for me. All right, next we sold Cuisine de France wooden knife block. This thing right here. So this I also got at Peaches to Beaches with Kayla. I think I paid $5 for it. Also had a whole bunch of knives in it. Had a whole steak knife section that I sold. This thing was almost filled. I think it was missing 1 or 2, so I couldn't sell it as a set. But I think I only had like 2. I think you guys saw it. I only had like 2 or 3 left. The knives. The thing was complete. Cuisine de France actually sells pretty decently as a set, but it sells a lot slower when you part it out. But like I said, I only had $5 into it. I think I already have like $60 in knife sales, and then that wooden block right there sold for $17. All right, so another one of these. These are a staple on the Philly Flipper whatnot auctions. I always bring these out there, but they do sell on other platforms as well. And I sold a Cabbage Patch head, and I think this might be my last baldy. It's my last bald one. Let me show you guys right there. So what it looks like. It is a Cabbage Patch Kid head. I got these at the store. I got these at an auction house last year. I got like 40 of these heads. I think I paid $12 for them, right? So I got a lot of the heads. They have been slowly selling on all of the platforms. I probably bring them to at least every other wallet auction and I sell it there, and I get whatever I get for it. I think I sold one yesterday on the whatnot as well. So it's like a little funny, like, now, I don't know what they're actually used for. I guess maybe they're used for gag gifts or whatever, but I only have 2 left now. So I had over 40, I have 2 left. They sell for $10 on eBay. Next I saw the Guitar Hero guitar. I got this at a New Jersey yard sale. I love having these big things sell right now. You can think about the most room in the truck, you know? Like imagine having 3,000 of, imagine moving the floor of like 3,000 guitars or like 3,000 video games. It's gonna take up, it's gonna take up way more room. These right here. So I love when big items sell. Like I'm very happy to see those 2 golf bags leaving. Very happy to see those ice skates leaving. This even right here. Big item sales right now make me happy. Seeing those go out the door. I paid $2 for that guitar. I sold it for $25. If you have the USB dongle with the guitar, you can sell it for probably 50-60 bucks plus. That's a very important piece in it, because I think you can use that dongle for the Wii, for the PlayStation, for the Xbox. You can pretty much use it on anywhere. But the guitar itself sold for $25. This concludes part 1 of the order pull video from this weekend. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for part 2 on Friday.